Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Today's video is going to be something totally different than what I typically post here on my channel, but I just felt really strongly about talking about this that I wanted to make a video. And initially I was going to just make a video of my whole experience at the end and give my thoughts on it, but I really wanted to get out a first video of my first experience with doing this. So yeah, if you guys want to see that, then please keep watching. So basically for the past few months, I've been doing tons and tons of research on a company that I came across on YouTube called Smile Direct Club. And basically it is a company that provides clear aligners that are very similar to Invisalign that basically straighten your teeth over a period of time. So I am somebody who is super insecure about my teeth. I did have braces as a kid. I had them for about a year, 4th grade, and I just had them on my top 4 front teeth. And I don't even know why I got them so young, because I hadn't even lost all my baby teeth at that point. So I was a really late bloomer when it came to teeth. I didn't even get my first tooth until like really late. So yeah. Anyway, I did have braces. I did not get a retainer after I had my braces. He put like a weird wire behind my front teeth, and that didn't really work because obviously my teeth moved, and I just never got braces again. And I've been super insecure about my teeth like my whole life. So yeah, when I saw this, I was very intrigued. I did look into doing Invisalign for a while, but I just never really had the money to do it, and I'm horrible at saving money, so yeah, that's that. And I came across Smile Direct Club, and I was really intrigued, but I was a little skeptical at first, I'm not even gonna lie, because you do everything through the mail and you don't actually go in and see an actual dentist, which kind of like scared me. So I did try it out, and I'm only a week in, and I just wanted to tell you guys what my experience was so far with that. Also, I have a blog post where I write up how each day goes, so I will link that down below if you guys are interested in seeing how my days went individually in a little bit more detail. So I'll post that down below. And I also have my timeline of everything from the day I paid to get my mold sent to me up until the day that I received my actual aligners, which took about 2 months. And yeah, I did have a little trouble with the mold, so I ended up actually going into one of their locations in the city. So that made me feel just a little bit better about how my aligners were gonna come out, because just having them do it and do the scan and everything made me feel better about my aligners being like perfectly made for my teeth. So anyway, on to the first week. So I received my aligners probably about a little over a week ago, and I didn't actually start them until last Sunday. So today is Sunday. I just started my second week last night. So I started them. I wanted to start them on a Sunday because I'm off Sundays and Mondays, and at my job I'm literally talking all day long and answering phones. So I wanted to start and kind of get used to them when I was off from work. So that's what I did. I was a little nervous to start just because I've heard so many stories about how they're very tight on the teeth and pretty painful. So I was a little nervous, but when I put them in, honestly, I felt no pain at all. I didn't even feel like they were particularly tight, to be honest. They just kind of went right in pretty easily. Yeah, and then I woke up the next morning and that was pretty bad. I had a lot of like cuts and soreness on my gums, and pretty much for that whole week, it was like the same thing. I never felt any soreness on my teeth at all. I had no problems eating. I literally had corn on the cob for dinner one night, like the 2nd or 3rd night. So if that doesn't tell you something, I know I read a lot of people that say that they get really sore teeth the first week. I never felt that once, and that kind of alarmed me a little bit because I wasn't sure if that meant that my teeth weren't moving, because I kind of want to feel like they hurt a little bit, but they didn't at all. The only pain that I felt was the pain of all the sores on my tongue and my entire mouth being completely cut up. And it was honestly brutal. And I didn't read anything that prepared me for this, because I feel like a lot of the reviews that I saw on YouTube and from blogs that I read, nobody really went into detail about how much these things really cut up your mouth. And honestly, I was ready to quit the 2nd day because I just couldn't deal with it. It hurt so bad, especially the bottom aligner. I had to literally like take breaks throughout the day and remove the bottom aligners because they hurt so bad. And I especially got a huge cut, which I actually still have, right on my bottom lip, like right down here. I don't want to like show you guys up close because that's kind of gross, but I have a huge cut like right here on the inside of my lip. And I've had it for about a week. It got really bad at one point, so I had to leave my bottom aligners out for almost an entire full day. And it was just so horrible. I had so many like sores and cuts underneath my tongue, on the side of my tongue, the whole entire inner part of my mouth on the inside there was completely sore and cut up. It hurt so bad. I honestly feel like I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and it was just like unbearable. So I just wanted to mention that people that are maybe looking for reviews, maybe going through the same thing that I went through, and I just wanted to make this video to say that it does get better. Honestly, at one point I did not believe that it could get any better because I just didn't see how any of the sores or any of the cuts on my mouth were gonna heal if I constantly had a piece of plastic rubbing against it every single day. So I think taking the aligners out and just giving it like a little break for a few hours every day did help for them to heal a little quicker, but I honestly did not see how it would get better. And so many people told me to just push through it, get through the first week and you'll be fine. It only gets better from there and like totally worth the pain. But like for the first few days, I just felt like giving up. And that pain lasted up until about yesterday, which was the 7th day of my first week. So I was a little scared because I was like, I hope my mouth doesn't take 7 days to get used to each new tray, because for the most part, I'm switching my trays every week. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get used to that if it's that bad. But it did get better. I did switch to my second tray last night. And yesterday I also did buy a battery operated like power file that I had read was very suggested to use. And this is what it looks like. This one's actually by Kiss. It's called the Power File to Go. And it comes with a bunch of different like heads. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but and you attach it onto this like battery operated file, and it's just so much easier to file the aligners in like the hard to reach spots that a regular file couldn't get to. So I definitely suggest filing the shit out of these things, because if you don't, they're gonna just rub against your gums and your tongue and make you completely miserable for the first week. Also, I did take a teeny tiny pair of cuticle scissors, and I noticed that for my bottom aligner, the plastic hung really low onto my gum line, and I read that a lot of people had that problem. So I took a little pair of scissors and trimmed a lot of the aligner in the front and shortened it up just so it wasn't constantly rubbing against that one spot in my lip. And then I also had that same problem on my bottom aligner in the back. Back there, I had a huge piece of plastic that literally just like hung there, and my tongue was constantly like scraping on it. So I did trim that a little bit, and then I took this file last night and filed the inside of it. And I really wish that I had bought this file a lot earlier, because that probably would have saved me a lot of days of pain, but I'm really glad that I have it now. Yeah, so this is the box that it came in, and I just received my aligners for my first month. So I know with Smile Direct Club, they have different plans, and the plan that I'm on is where I get 3 trays a month. I have 2 trays for the first 2 weeks, and then for the last 2 weeks of the month, I have 1 tray. So apparently I've done a little research, and the plan that I have is for cases that are not that severe. I mean, I personally thought that my teeth were pretty severe, but I guess they're not. So that's what my plan has. And they did give me a 2D image of what my teeth looked like before and after, and I will insert to that somewhere here in the video just so you guys can get a better idea of what my teeth look like. And yeah, so that is all I've received so far, just those 3 trays. And I switched to my week 2 trays last night. And when I switched to those, I was getting a little more excited because I knew for sure that these trays had to be really tight since the first ones weren't. And I did notice that for the past 2 days, the last 2 days of my first week, my top aligners were actually really loose. They weren't like falling out of my mouth, but I could literally like grab them and go like this, like pretty easily. So I assumed that that meant that I was just ready for my next week. So I switched to my week 2 trays last night, and I was super excited thinking that they were gonna hurt a little bit because I haven't really felt that pain yet with the teeth moving. So I'm a little upset because I feel like my teeth aren't moving, and I know I'm supposed to be patient, but I am like the furthest thing from being patient, so it's a little hard. So I put the week 2 trays in last night. The bottoms were very, I wouldn't say like very tight, but they were definitely tight. And I was excited because I felt a little bit of pressure, but they weren't like painful. And then I put in my top ones and they felt loose. Like my first week trays felt the last 2 days. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought that was kind of weird, and I got a little like paranoid and scared because I'm like, is this like normal? Like, how are these going to be moving my teeth if they're loose? They're not falling out of my mouth, but like I said with the other ones, I could take them and grip it at the top and go like this and they'll move. So I'm a little upset because I'm really anxious to see my top teeth move. I mean, my bottom teeth are pretty much aligned. I just have this like one tooth on the side that sticks out. But I guess according to my treatment plan, my bottom teeth are the ones that are going to be moving first. So I'm a little anxious to see my top teeth moving, but I'm just gonna have to be patient and wait. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about my experience with my first week. Again, I'm going to link my blog down below where I wrote little like journal entries for each day. And I just go into a little bit more detail with everything. And let me know if you guys have any questions, and let me know if you guys would be interested in me doing like frequent update videos about this, because like I said before, I was just going to make a video at the end talking about my overall experience and how everything went. But I do see that a lot of people do like update videos along the way of their process, and I do know that a lot of people enjoy those. So if you guys would like to see some update videos from me, maybe like every few weeks or I don't know if I could do like once a week, but maybe like once a month, I don't know. But my overall plan is for 6 months, so I should be done about the end of August. And my plan didn't tell me how many trays I'm going to get in total. So I'm assuming if I get 3 trays a month, then that's 18. Yeah, 18 trays in total. So I guess that's what it is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe if you aren't a subscriber of mine yet. And again, leave me questions down below if you have any, and I will do my best to get back to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.